Alright, so we got our labels. We put our code in here to change the images for our labels. So to change the images, we create a string that has the URL, or actually just the address of our image. So we put them in images folder inside of our source folder. This will give us the image name. We concatenate that with the file extension, and then we just have to set that label to the name of the image. Okay. So after we spin, these reels are set, and just getting the name of that reel will give us the name of the image that we want to display. Now the only thing is, when we try to change the icon of our labels for our spinners, notice that they're all red underlined, and that is because they are declared here within our constructor. So what we need to do is we need to declare them at the top of our program as instance variables. So I will copy that code there. I'll get rid of his declaration here, and then at the top of our program we shall declare this variable. So that way we can see him in our program, in our method. So I know I'm going to have to do this for the other two spinners, so I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste that code now. Just remember to come down here and don't redeclare these things. It will work, well, semi-work. By redeclaring them here, it will compile. But notice that we got rid of the red underlines because now it knows what our labels are. Okay, so if we go ahead and we run this thing, we can now see that if we spin, it does indeed change the images according to our spin. Now we still need to add some text boxes to show what score we're getting, maybe move the spin button over. So we can do all those things, remember, in our design tab. So always work with a lot of this GUI stuff inside of your design tab window. So I can easily move that button over. I could add some more buttons for bedding. Okay. But I'd like to just add a text field here. Can show the results of my spin. Okay. Notice that it put it behind the background, so I'll go ahead and drag it to the top here, and I can name it something other than text field. I'll name it output. And now if I'd like to program that output to output something when it's spun, I'll go back to my method here, and I'm going to copy this code from something I already built. Make it a little bit easier on myself here. So after we spin, after we show the icons, we can add that down here. And so notice that what we're doing, we're going to take that text one that we just created. Oh, and since we dropped it, oh, there he is. Here's our text output. Notice he was already instantiated as a global variable. I'm going to hurry this up here. So if you want to set the text for a text box, you have the set text method. You just have to feed it a string. So I just give it the string of text that I want to display. So I just tell it current win. I change my get current win amount to a string. And actually, I don't have to put that here, it will turn into a string automatically. So this returns an integer, but since I'm concatenating it with a string, it's going to make a string for me and display that. And if we run it really quick, we can see that it works.